Hi everyone, this is Madalyn with Trans Family Voices. Welcome to my Saturday video that was supposed to be a Friday video. So sorry about that. I am posting a day late. Yeah, try not to have that happen again. This week we are talking about staying strong in our relationships, which the other members have been talking about all week, and in watching their videos, I was surprised, not, but in a good way, about all the similarities and all of the points that I was agreeing with and saying yes to, like, out loud while I was watching their videos. And I think, like, a lot of the other videos have talked about, I think staying strong in a relationship is just a relationship thing, regardless of what type of relationship you have and how you identify. I think for me, coming up in, I think, I'm the one that never remembers anniversaries. Dylan always remembers anniversaries, but coming up this summer, I think in July, pretty sure July, is our 4-year anniversary. It's the longest relationship I've ever been in. And yeah, I'm, very, very happy. And for 2 of the years that we've been together, we were in a long distance relationship. I was in grad school in Carbondale, and he was in Kentucky and then here. Carbondale to St. Louis is not the end of the world. It's only like 2.5 hour drive. But we were both so busy all the time that it was really hard to see each other more than once, maybe twice a month. So that was definitely a challenge in terms of staying strong in a relationship. We met in undergrad, and so we were around each other all the time, and then all of a sudden it was, I will talk to you on the phone, but I'm only going to see you maybe once or twice a month. And that was really hard for both of us because we're both very affectionate people, and we like to be around each other as much as possible. I think it was Kim who was talking about being that couple, being the ones that are just very lovey-dovey all over each other all the time. And I think Dylan and I are definitely that way. So yeah, being apart was really hard, and definitely had a lot of ups and downs. Which, again, something else that has already been talked about this week, but I really identify with, you're going to have good times in a relationship, and you're going to have really hard times. And I know for myself, and I'm sure for Dylan too, there were definitely times where I didn't really see things continuing, or, really big disagreements, or even past disagreements, just completely missing each other on really big issues. We've definitely had our share of conflict and hardship, and I don't think that, these videos are necessarily where I want to break down my relationship and share every gory detail, and I'm sure Dylan doesn't want that either, but we've definitely been through it multiple times. And for us, I think it was just every time saying, you're the one that I see myself with forever. So I know that we can't see a way out of this right now. Like, no way, no compromise. But I think if we just keep talking and keep positive, we'll find a solution. And we did. But that was definitely one of the scariest things that I've ever been through, not having a guaranteed positive outcome, and not even being able to see one at that time. I'm someone that really likes everything to be very black and white, and I like to know the outcome of things before I even start them. And That doesn't always work very well. So I'm learning to let go and kind of let be a little bit more. So yeah, next topic. Sorry, I'm referring to my notes because I get really nervous. All right, okay, so I think that the number one most important thing in a relationship is complete and total honesty, and I know that that's been touched on a lot. And I think it was, I think it was Elizabeth that talked about even when things are really hard to talk about or be honest about because you're trying to spare someone's feelings, that never really works out in the end. You know, for the moment, yeah, their feelings are not hurt because they don't know what's going on, but that's just going to build and build, and then it's going to turn into something bigger and hurt their feelings even more. And I definitely know that from personal experience. I think Dylan and I are both really careful to a fault, I think. I've had to learn to just be more blunt, and he has had to learn not to justify things in his head, you know, and then not talk about them. And we're both really sensitive in our own ways. So sometimes we'll get our feelings hurt and we won't want to say anything because we think it's silly, or we'll just, you know, explain it away. But always bringing things up and always talking about them, even if you're nervous in that moment, is really, really important, because chances are you can just talk about it and squash it right there instead of it turning into a bigger issue. But that's definitely something that I think we're still working on. And just honesty in general, not even always with the other person, but with yourself too, is really, really important. I think that's about all I was going to say. I had a really long list, but so many of the things were talked about, and I just wanted to say that, you know, I agreed with so many of them, and I think that there are lots of similarities in all of these relationships that we've been talking about, and yeah, it's kind of cool and validating in a way to hear that, you know, people who have been in relationships for way longer than Dylan and I have been together have similar issues. I think that's really comforting. And I really liked what Kim said when she was saying just they're always telling each other that they love each other. Oh, that's my coffee maker beeping, sorry. But they're always saying, I love you, and they're always talking on the phone. And I think that's really important. So, yeah. All right. Well, it is Saturday, so enjoy the rest of your weekend and be safe. And I'll see you next week. Okay. Bye.